Hi guys, and welcome to another build video on my channel. The Sims 4 build video on my channel. Would be cool though if I did a real building. That would be fun. No, whatever, I don't know. I'm already rambling. This one is quite a large home. It's a suburban home in Willow Creek. And I really like this lot with all those cherry blossom trees in the background, or at least I think that's what they are, all those pink trees, so that's why I chose it. And I wanted to do a suburban type of feel for this home, but it turned out that, oh my gosh, it took me so long. I like building, but sometimes I run out of steam, if you know what I mean. I love building it, and then this house, it took me weeks to furnish. I have been working on this house for literally a month. Not that I've been working on it all the time at all. It's not that long. I separated it into 2 videos, but it's not that crazy long. It's just that I ran out of steam. I couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish the furnish. It was just terrible. Okay. But now I did. And as you see here, I'm trying to do some sort of garage type thing. And I was just testing out the size compared next to a bed because I wanted to get the scale sort of right. And I wanted to do it like this because I was needing a foundation on my house. And when you put a foundation on your house, you will also put a foundation on any other room on the lot, meaning that you can't just build a garage with full walls. So I used the half walls, the tallest type of the half walls, and then those columns to make it look like this. It's not really a garage though, because it's not closed. I'm not sure what it's called in English, but yeah, you may know, so let me know if you remember. Right now I don't remember, but yeah, the place to park your car. And I fitted it into the lot such that it looks like you can actually drive off the street there and into the lot. I thought that looked kind of nice. It fitted the lot perfectly. So this lot is apparently called Umbridge Manor. Right now, I don't remember if I deleted anything to put this here, or maybe I did. But that's the lot that I intended this build to go on, because as you see, then the place where you're supposed to drive your car in from the street, it actually fits quite nicely. So I like that. And I like using columns like I'm doing right now. I use the 9 key to lift it up such that 2 columns go on top of each other to actually fit from the ground and all the way to the bottom of the roof there, because otherwise the columns are only tall enough to fit from the top of the foundation, which sometimes is sort of annoying. So I use those columns from Get Together, because they are actually just how do you say, plain, so you can actually use them for that. Yeah. And now you'll see me working on the build, the general look of the exterior of the home. And you might notice that I don't use any new windows or stuff from Cats and Dogs. And that's because, as I said, I have been working on this build for over a month. So Cats and Dogs was not out yet when I started doing this. The last part of the furnishing, Cats and Dogs, was out. So I used some items from Cats and Dogs, but you'll see that in only if you watch the next part. This is part 1 of the build, and then there will be a part 2, because the furnishing takes up a long time with a build this big, which I guess many of you might know if you also sometimes do larger builds. Yeah. I've been away now for a few days on a conference, which is why I haven't been doing any videos. But as I've been saying before, I really want to do at least 2 videos a week. Just I have inspiration for that. The problem is that I don't always have time to actually record these videos. Because I have a full-time job. So as you see there, I used a different type of window on the part of the house that is closest to the driveway over there on the left. And that's because I imagined that was sort of part of the build that had been added on later, like the house had been expanded. So that's why I use those more modern windows on that part of the build, and I believe I also end up using a different kind of wallpaper on those, because on that part, because it's it's just different. The house will change quite a lot from what it looks like now. I wanted it to be even more traditional than I had started out making it, because I felt like it was too, it was just somewhere in between. So I wanted to make it even more, look a little bit more traditional than I started out doing. So that's what I'm doing now by adding those like more hefty columns. Yes. What did I want to tell you guys? Like, I don't know. This is Friday night that I'm recording this voiceover, and I will probably be recording the voiceover for the second part of this build later tonight or during the day tomorrow on Saturday. I'm home alone tonight. My husband is out at a Christmas party at work, so I have a little extra time to just relax and do some building and do some voiceovers, which is something I've been on a conference, as I said, with work, for a few days this week. And when I'm away, I miss my Sims. I miss my building. I really want to do this. I have so much inspiration sometimes to do builds, and this one is one I really had fun doing, even though I started it such a long time ago. I can clearly remember this. Like, I was so inspired to do the garden, and I think it turns out really great. I really like it a lot. It's gonna be like so cute. I make this little entrance, and I go around the back and put in some stuff like to use for children, and it's gonna be so cute, you guys. It's gonna be so cute. So I really hope you like it, and I hope you want to download it. I've been saying for a few times, like in a few videos, that I was gonna do a collab with another YouTuber. Unfortunately, like the guy I was supposed to do a collab with, he hasn't had time to come around to do the build that we agreed. So there's no collab right now, but I really want to do a collab. So anyone listening, please hit me up. No, sorry, that was just silly. And I know it sounds a little desperate, I don't know, but it would be so much fun, you know? I would enjoy it so much. So I really, really, really want to do it. So if anyone out there wants to do a collab with me, that would be amazing. I would love that so much. Because I feel like it would give me a lot of new inspiration, and that would just be so cool and so nice. Also, I've been doing a few restricted builds lately, and this is not restricted. I think I use like every DLC almost that there is for The Sims 4. I haven't uploaded this house to the gallery yet, but I will. And when I do, I will figure out how much of the DLC I use. So I'll figure that out. Yeah. I feel like I might not do a speak for like a voiceover for the entirety of this build, or of this part of the build, because it's just a lot of landscaping and a lot of little details. And I feel like I like watching other people do this because I get so much inspiration, and I hope that I can inspire someone with the creation that I made here. But I don't know, I just I'm not sure I have a lot to say. I'm a little stunned for words right now. I don't know what do you guys want to hear? Like, I know a lot of YouTubers talk about their lives when they do voiceovers, and I wouldn't mind doing that either. I would gladly do that, but I don't know what to tell you. Like, what would you like to know? So if you have any questions, please leave them down below, and I will answer them in future videos, because it's really hard for me. My mind just goes blank when I sit down to record. As I said, when I was away and I couldn't record, I had all sorts of inspirational thoughts, but now I just don't know. But I guess I could tell you a little something about myself. I am 26 years old. I come from Denmark. I come from Denmark. What? Who says that? I am from Denmark, and I also live in Denmark. Still, I just finished university this year, and I'm now working full time. I am an economist, which is very far from being a YouTuber, and I don't. As I've also mentioned before, it's not like I want to take YouTube to any next level. Like, I have a job that I really like, and I'm not gonna. I don't have any plans to try and make YouTube into sort of a way of life, or like a means of living. But I really want to be in the community. I would love to get to know more of you guys. Like, I would love to connect and inspire each other and chat and talk. That would just be amazing. Like, I would really love that. That would make me so happy. I think so. Yeah, I'm finishing off the garden here. As you see, I put in the little slide from the toddler stuff pack. And I think that jungle gym is from Romantic Garden stuff. So yeah, I used a lot of DLC in this build. I went crazy. I didn't really think about restricting myself with regards to packs. So I hope you can live with that, because I own all the stuff, and as I've talked about before, it's really hard to restrict oneself, because you get used to using specific stuff, like, and also you just, while building, at least for me, something pops into my head, like, oh wow, yeah, we have that item in the game, and that makes me want to use that. So now I move inside, and the first thing, and I think the only thing I'm gonna do in this part of the video, is the kitchen. And oh my god, you guys, I am super proud of this kitchen. I think it looks amazing. You'll see in a minute, but I really like the kitchen. I don't know why I do. Oh, I also do the floor plan now, which is, yeah, difficult. It's sort of always a challenge to do floor plans, I think. A lot of builders do as I did right now, build from the outside in, and then you have to figure out the floor plan afterwards. So that can sometimes bring some trouble. I feel like in this house, as well as in a lot of the other builds I do, I oftentimes end up with quite a lot of like space around the stairs. Also upstairs, it's just I put in a like sort of a rumpus room upstairs on top there by the stairs, because I have so much space sometimes, and I feel like in a house this long, you get a lot of hallway space. But I try to make it work. I think I make it work fairly well in the end, but it is quite difficult. On that note about building from the outside in, I actually really wanted to try. Probably a lot of you guys know Jen from Urban Sims. And she did this challenge. I think she invented it, or at least I haven't seen anyone else do it. She did this challenge where she only used pre-built rooms in The Sims 4 and had to make a house from them. And she had some rules in that. But that was really fun. I think I'll link you that video down in the description, and then let me know if you want to see me try and do that, because I think it would actually be quite fun. And that's literally the opposite. Like, that's building from the inside out instead of outside in, which is which is totally different and makes for some different what can you say, challenges, because then you have the big challenge of making it actually look like a house from the outside, because this house, I think it looks amazing from the outside, and then the challenge comes in when you wanna make it look good on the inside as well. So that's an issue, right? That's something that you need to think about when you build. Now I'm done with the floor plan, and I made the floor plan for 2 adult Sims and 3 children. I was imagining a teenage girl and toddler twins. So now I move on to that kitchen that I talked about, and I'm gonna make it blue. And I'm really in love with it. I make it very detailed. That was the first room I furnished in this house. And I'm sorry, but you're gonna see that the fact, as I said, like that I lose steam later on in the build. I think it shows, and I'm sorry, you guys, but it's just sometimes very hard to furnish larger builds. So if anyone out there, though, is really keen to furnish these bigger houses, but not so keen on building them, let me know, because I can build you this kind of house and you can furnish away. That would be awesome. That would just be super awesome. Yeah. So I'm gonna put in like a little breakfast bar here, and everything you need for a kitchen, except for a fridge, which I don't know how I forgot, but don't worry, in the second part of the video I do come back and fix that. So there is a fridge in this build, which is nice, because, yeah, you sort of do need that to play The Sims. You need a fridge. Here, like on the back wall there of the kitchen, I really needed those big cabinets that we got in The Sims for cats and dogs, but I didn't have them, so I sort of made a setup of my own. And I think it turns out very nice. See for yourself, like how you like it. But I think I'm gonna leave this video here, and I'll be back in the second part of this build, I think tomorrow. And in there you will also have the screenshots. The build, I'll put it up on the gallery tomorrow. It's I use the hashtag #SimmingPetrine, and my origin ID is Petrine, as the second part of my YouTube name. And I hope you will download some of my builds, because I really love to share them. So please do, and please comment down below anything and everything you want to tell me, because I really want to engage with the community. That's sort of why I'm here. So thank you. Bye.